Welcome on in everyone to Total War Warhammer 3 in part 2 of our legendary Yuan Bo Immortal Empires campaign. You all are ready for a large battle against Purple Palpatine here. Before we do jump on in against this gigantic horde of undead we do have a few corrections to be made for this episode. I actually, first off, facepalmed so hard, you probably heard it around the entire world once I realized we hadn't sent out any caravans the first few turns here, so thank you in the comments for calling me out on that one. I probably would have continued to ignore that for the foreseeable future, especially since it wasn't giving us any notifications saying that we hadn't sent a caravan out. A second of which being that you all in the comments corrected me that for most Eastern cultures, the first name is actually going to be the family name. So I need to change Bao here to Yuan Mao, make him more in line with how Eastern cultures would actually name their children. So let's go ahead and dive into the battle. As soon as we're done here, we'll get him renamed up, and then we'll send ourselves a caravan out and quit being sad about it. To the fray. Alright, we have this lovely choke point battle. What we need to do is try to force... I can't see exactly where they are deploying, and they're on the attack. There is a good chance they might be trying to spread out our own forces. What we want to do... Ooh, it's a tough call since I don't know where they're at. I would like to set up and force them to come through one of the choke points in particular. So let's go ahead and have... This is going to be one of the Cathay maps. There's probably going to be a bit of frame drops. You'll have to just bear with me here. We're going to grab our general and one of the Jade Warrior squads. You just plug up this entrance. We will have all of the archers in very similar position to what we had last time, but I'm going to have them more on the edges. That way they can hopefully fire in on the flanks of those shields that these skeletal warriors will have. As soon as they're down in the gully there, they will get a nice crisscross of arrows. These guys are as well, not as far, simply because there is the trees in the way there. We'll have you guys deployed behind the line. Same with these spearmen. We'll figure out exactly where the enemy guard dogs are coming from. Using lots of control hotkeys to move our armies around here, our units here in formation. Back a little bit, and we'll have the spears behind this group. Blades behind it. Let's do it over here because I'm thinking they're going to try to send the dire wolves out.
Celestial General.
Celestial General. Right, we've got our infantry and our archers. Everyone is going to want to be in guard mode.
Celestial General.
All right then, let's get it going. You two absolutely need to be pressing forward into the watery areas. Everyone else move forward as well. Looks like they are going to go ahead and send some doggos round wide, so we will do the thing and charge you into these dire wolves. Hold position. Alright, warriors, you guys come on through. We are getting jumped by the Fellbats in the back line here, but I'm going to trust the archers to handle that. We're going to lose a few. They're not going to fire the arrows. That's not great. Lost 8 of them. Spears are throwing down with those dire wolves who are already at critical binding. Let's have them turn. We have the ancestral warriors, which I am going to actually summon. It's like right here. Go ahead and charge into those skelly warriors. Make sure that most of our units aren't moving. Spears are starting to lose that fight. We knew this one was going to be a desperate one. Let's fire on those dire wolves in the back line. Get the skelly warriors up front here. Those bats are crumbling. We just lost a few of our archers. Come on, spearmen, hold the line. Outnumbered is how this is going to be. Celestial General is in the middle of them. Just waiting on his ability as well. Oh, we've lost the spears there. That's no good at all. Yep. Get firing on the dire wolves there. As soon as these long spears are back, we gotta turn them around and send them back in. Losing a unit of archers is no good, but if it's what we have to do to secure the overall victory, I'll take it. These spears will come back before too long here. Let's have them start rotating, because those dogs are crumbling away. They're retreating towards the enemy line, which is not awesome. You guys focus the enemy lord. We're going to try to have you do the same. You shoot at these skelly warriors. We'll just have you guys speed up, because we are going to lose these ancestors before too long here, which is going to be sad. As we say it, there go the ancestor spirits. Everyone, a bit more resistances.
I must overwhelm.
All of the archers switch targets to these zombos.
Move in formation.
With infinite pride.
Made it through our line, which is not awesome. They are also going to be pretty susceptible to fear, so hopefully our general can clobber the enemy wizard pretty quickly here. That hammer is mean.
Celestial General.
Oh yeah, just a couple hits. He's delivering all of the vitamin B. Vitamin bonk. He decides to heal himself. What a coward. We don't have heals, so therefore you are a coward. These guys are gone. Let's go ahead and just start firing into a blob then. Once we run out of arrows, things are going to get a little bit dicey. The Thayan archers are not good in a melee. He is winning, but just barely. Heals and spirit leeches. Hold the line, Brave of Cathay. Our spear warriors are going to be a bit of a weak point for us. But it looks like they're holding the line pretty well. Seeing lots of disintegration from the purple cloaked zombies. Beautiful. Continue to deliver the Dragon Emperor's message to Yue here. Zombies are starting to go away. Let's go after those skeletal spearmen. We're gonna have arrows too, which is not awesome at all. There we go. Another really good hit. Alright, spears in. War never ends. Let's go on these skelly spearmen. I don't think the zombies have much of a chance of actually doing any damage to us. It's just really the skeletal warriors and spears. Hopefully that's his last spirit leech. We can't handle too many more of those. You can't kill one of Bo's bloodline that easily. Drops in more heals for himself. Keep moving. We'll try to get the extra defense on all of our soldiers if we can. Let's go for these two. By my hammer. He's just trying to save for another spear leech. I don't know how many more he has. No, he's got 0. We might have this one. Get a little bit scared for a moment there. Let's take you off of guard mode. We'll let him charge after everyone else spins all their ammo. Otherwise, they'll just get shot up by friendly fire. As the old adage goes, friendly fire isn't. Yeah, we've got him. His spirit's broken. What is an undead nerd against the Chads of Cathay? Look at him. This face. Oh no. Oh, there we go. That's a little bit better. And battle. That was the best definition of locked shields and brace, except for these guys with their spears, but excellently done. 255 kills for the Jade Warriors. We are going to absolutely give thanks to the ancestors.
You are Cathays now.
Welcome to the mines, zombies. Well, the Cross Clubs now is sleeping with the fishes, and the Wormkins have been wiped out as well. We gained a Sword Master here for Bao, which is more than a skill. Sword Mastery is an art that must be practiced to perfection if the foe is to be rended. We get that for winning a battle with a Jade Warrior unit. It'll also give us a pretty nice upkeep reduction for all of the melee Jade Warriors, just the normal sword and board and the halberd lads for his whole army. And then a tea master to help out with our controls, so come sit a while upon the carpet and partake of this ceremony. You get that when ranking up in a province with low control, which just helps out a very, very small amount with the control of the local province. First technology is underway, though. I can't believe 5 turns in and no caravan. Oh, that hurts me. The Dragon Emperor's celestial hand shall ease our path, no matter what might assail us on the way. All we need do is look for his radiance and follow after it. 5% extra movement range for Yang characters, and then our Yin characters are going, or I guess our Yin units rather, are going to gain a more replenishment rate. Probably works for characters and heroes and like too. Awesome stuff. We've also now encountered Goldtooth, so we can get the big chunky boy trading with us, or declaring war on the ogres, whichever we do decide. Likely though, we're going to try to be friends with the mountain giants. Do we just move in on Grievous right away here at the High Sentinel? I see no reason not to. Weagle Alderage is going to be moving through after the Wellsprings of Eternity, which is exactly as we want. We'll just move on up.
End this paltry threat.
End this paltry threat. 3-Bits is rocking a whole bunch of Savage Orcs. We can just take them out with an auto-resolve. Let's go ahead and combine armies here. Bring our Magistrate up. Give him in no stance to start, and we'll switch him over to March afterwards.
My orchestrations. There is no merit in this.
What do you mean there's no merit in this? We're about to claim a city. Called the High Sentinel. I want to have another battle. Yuan Bo is an absolute monster. Let's surround them, and we'll take a look and see what's going on over in Cathay proper. By clicking the home button. And we'll first rename Baby Boy Bao here to Yuan Mao is his original name. That's what he's going to be changed to.
Celestial General.
We will give good old Yuan the Root Marcher, and then probably best to go for Unyielding. Get into the second and third tier to actually start getting defense, but that will help out. Although we have a lot more archers, don't we? I take it back immediately. Sure, aim for extra missile strength.
I would take that to defend my soldiers.
Dude, I agree. Let's have you move up and bog Yue one more time on the noggin. We've got another actual vampire behind him. Decisive win. Be kind.
We are Cathay's true bastion.
Not bad. We lost 31. We will go ahead and... Veneration here is pretty pathetic. We'll take the Execution. More experience.
Cathay's enemies.
Exactly. Can we reach the Bridge of Heaven already? He's a Strigoi, so he's going to be pretty dangerous in a one-on-one fight. He's going to be a very large target for our archers.
Instrument of the Divine.
Let's see if we can unlock maybe the Empress's Crowman for Yuan with battle over here with Yuan Bo. And then we'll come back over and see about fighting them, because with the Empress's Crowman, they've been changed a little bit where they have kind of a overtime bombardment where they drop bombs for a few seconds. You can kind of rake them across the enemy line and do as much damage as possible. And actually what we're going to do, so I don't forget, come into the Ivory Road. Yoy. And for our caravan, we have access to a clandestine caravan master who gives us, he's got some veteran units, he indeed does, and gets a little trickle of experience every turn. Or we've got the Rough Rider. We got to rename him Teddy, don't we? Teddy Lee. Max out our cargo value there. And where are we sitting this first? If we, depending on where you go, you also will gain a legendary item. So going to Marienburg gives you a chance, I think, of between 2 items. One of them is one that will increase your overall trade value for your caravans. Going to Karazakarak will give us a defensive item for one of our lords, which I think is the better call here off the start. You get more money over here at Marienburg, but this will give us a pretty good defensive item. Then after that, I think we're going to go to Altdorf, which again won't make as much, but it will give us an item, possibly the Luminarch Lens, which gives, I think, a minus 50% weakness to fire for enemies in the region, and you can just raid death upon them with a firing rocket and the like. So we'll go first to Karazakarak, send this off. Actually, now that we've sent him, and he's in our Lords and Heroes.
Lord Magistrate.
The Lord Magistrate. Can I not go find him and rename him? I surely can. Oh, here he is. No, you've been renamed to Teddy, since you're a Rough Rider. Welcome, President Lee. Sweet business. Back over to Yuan Bo, where we can have ourselves another battle. I could give someone to the auto-resolve, but I'm here for blood. So, Grievous, it's time for you to meet the Sword of the Emperor. Alright, let's have at it. But there's a lovely cliff over here we can set up on with all of our archers, or at least a few of them. Always don't have the most aim, most range, that is. Let's go ahead and set up where we can actually fire out here, so we'll have probably just most of them over here. We'll have them rotate if we need to.
Archers!
Nice little layering of arrow fire. You guys might go up to the very top of this hill, that way you can all actually shoot. We'll keep the Jade Lion back here just in case they want to try anything. Jade Lion and Longma. This map looks awesome. We don't get the kind of islandy Lustria maps very often, even in Lustria. The coastline might be a little bit funky at the moment. Okay, so let's go Jade Warriors. We got the terrain helping us out on the other side of there, so we'll set them up kind of up in front where the enemy is going to be forced to be right on the other side of the water. We'll go 2 units of spears behind them.
Stone and steel!
And then I'm actually throw one other unit of spears behind these archers, just in case. We do the lion dance around to either side if we want. Good old Gate Master hanging out with our Jade Warriors.
Master of meteor winds!
Papa ready to cause some problems, and we'll keep our Roman also just back with the line. Fantastic. That was like, I thought it was like a gigantic gear. It's just an archway. All salam, everyone. Let it begin. Get everyone in their units as we go here. Whoop. Yuan Bo, let's go find the enemy lord. Give him a hug.
To end all threats!
To end all threats. We can go ahead and stick with you on the camera and get everyone set up in their groups.
Wind and fire!
Beautiful. So we'll go 3 in guard mode and 2 in guard mode. Since all of our Cathayan infantry have really, really high defense, even the Jade Warriors sitting at 40, we've got almost nothing in terms of attack. What's crazy is this is the almost identical stats to the new Kislevite Warriors, melee attack and defense-wise, that is. Alright, well, we'll come on up out of follow camera.
Yuan Bo!
Yuan Bo. Won't lie, Shim's burning is not the most exciting when blasting it at any of these Orky units here.
Show them our fury!
We may just turn him into a dragon and let him dance around in the Arrow Boys' lines. See if I can't get the angle on him, though. He was waiting till our reinforcement showed up to do anything. Let him run. The filth. Besting Lustria. These lizards don't deserve to have any of their land. 31 seconds before our reinforcements arrive. You don't move the fastest there, Jade Dragon. As soon as this enemy lord shows himself, he's getting blasted in the face with some magics.
There we serve!
Speed him along a bit.
Bureaucrat and warrior!
Almost there. He just has to shift a little bit. See if we can hit the shot. I believe in you. Kobe that from way back in the back. We'll have the magistrate kind of hanging out with the archers in case. Kind of the back line. He's not great in a fight. You guys are doing nothing at all, are you? Okay, since we get 2 of these and one of them is to slay you, let's go ahead and way closer to the Emperor's Executioner.
A better position.
A better position. So Jade Shield, Dragon Mode.
Spy Master.
Ooh. Thank you, camera. That was lovely. Let's go start dancing around in these air, boys. We can still use the Executioner ability too, so dropping that in the middle of It allows us to get a little bit closer since we're in the air. Sailing majestically. We enjoy that damage. Jade Dragon is a monster. Annihilation comes and you haven't even started moving towards our army. Look at him go! Use your big bulky self to get out of this fight here. Just wiggles free, no problem. How many kills are you at so far? Just 8? Slacking. Those are rookie numbers. Looks like they might have actually activated their units now, though. It's a big blob. You're lucky I don't have the meteorite. See, even with high ward save and armor, your large targets do take some chunky damage from arrows. Let's see if we did enough to lure them back towards our line now. Looks like the answer might be a hefty no. They're keeping their cavalry back here to have a kind of a weighty unit stop Yuan Bo. Not worried about it. Are you going to activate your units or not? Send the archers in by themselves, they're going to die horribly. Meanwhile, everyone's having themselves a lovely break up on the hillside.
The time for certainty is gone.
I mean, if they're just gonna send their archers in by themselves, that's a plan.
Light as a cloud.
Alright, Yuan Bo, small mode, go. Ooh, the camera doesn't like that. Now that he's just a wee lad again, what are you guys gonna do? Doesn't look like anything very useful. We'll launch some shims towards the savage boar boys. Oh, actually, they're gonna go for it. Don't like Yuan Bo.
Jade Dragon moving.
Charge you on in, give you the shield. I'm not sure what the plan is here with you guys. Let's come on back over. Camera's not allowing us to scoot back over to our main line. I'm thinking they're likely to send guys around on either side, and we only have the 2 Jade Warriors. Spears up here, we'll have the other spearmen go round just in case. Yuan Bo's taking a little bit of damage. He's doing fine, though. Just ripping through these poor error boys. Finally kicked him into action here. Funny that they're just fast enough to move. Got 46 speed. They're sitting at just 37. I mean, they're pretty fast. We need to get Yuan Bo back closer to our line because they're getting him surrounded with archers here. Look at this savage orc strategy. Smash into these guys so we're not getting completely surrounded by archers. That's hilarious. Yuan Bo, as soon as you are able to go dragon mode again, we gotta get out of here. I love this. I love seeing this strategy here. They just sent the archers after him.
The Dragon Emperor is most loyal.
Right, get up in the air again. Scoot him towards the enemy lord because he is way faster than these archers in the air. Quit dancing around, brother. Let's get going. Take a little bit of arrow fire on the way out. No way those archers bring him down. Let's come back over to our line here. Definitely going to get surrounded if we don't move. So let's send the spearmen up to this part of the hill.
Guided by ancestors.
Jade Lion round. Have these 2 archers focusing down the boar boys once they close the gap. Yuan Bo, you just go after their big papa.
Supreme Watchman.
Supreme Watchman.
Dragon Guard, bringing harmony.
Alright, here they come. Yuan Bo's jumping on Grievous. They're bringing over all of their archers. See if they make it in time. Jade Lion charge. Spearman already managed to reflect that damage back, which is lovely. You make sure all of your targeting is on the Boar Boys. It will have you making that line a little bit more staunch. There it is, there it is. Longway, you get up and out of that fight. Spears, you stay here. We'll go ahead and blast some good old magical lion fire through their line. Yuan Bo, you can come on away from them. Just drop the Executioner. He's gone. In a puff of Jade. Deal with these Savage Orc Arrow Boys first. Keep blanketing them in lovely bits of arrow fire. Alright, Crows, let's go round wide for an excellent charge. In fact, we're gonna have both of you flyers come around for that one. Needing a little bit of extra help. Jade Dragon himself, just go ahead and smash in these Savage Orcs here. Same there, Jade Lion. A couple more Savage Orcs in the Barbie. We should be able to just rampage in this line. Good grief. Such potent area of effect attacks. Longma terrified these Savage Orcs off. That's perfect. So let's bring these archers round. We have them duel with enemy archers. Come on, round wide. We'll have the Jade Longma come back in. Their Terror Bomb. Gate Master go duel with these archers, and then we'll have our Crowman. Let's get back. Let's go after those Boar Boys.
Sonification of law.
Sonification of law. Jade Dragon come after this group of Savage Orcs. We'll let the Longmen chase off the archers. They should be fantastic at that. And off of each other's ankles, they can actually all fire. Longmen should annihilate there. Let's have the Crowman go with. And as soon as the Savage Orcs break, they are donezo.
Flight of the dragon.
Spearmen have held the line very admirably. They've lost a lot of health. Units, they have not. Only down 6 guys. Turn you to help out with these Savage Orcs, who are, in fact, broken. And the cowards shall flee, mostly in pieces. Just look at the disruption of Yuan Bo's attacks. He wasn't connecting earlier on when the Shadows of Change initially released, but just look at that. That's like 3 or 4 units altogether. That's right. I'll catch you in a moment. And leg sweep for the Blue Vipers. That was brutal. 296 kills for the big Jade Boy himself, followed by the Longmas. Got ourselves an Armor of Fortune. Those who don the Armor of Fortune seem to have the favor of Renald, able to parry the lethal blow with a lucky deflection. 5 extra armor for our boys, 5% more physical resistance, which works for anything that's non-magical. So that's arrows, anything blades, clubs, doesn't matter what it is. And ward saves, any kind of damage, reduced by 5%. For those who were not aware. We'll go ahead and occupy the highest sentinel. No reason to cause any other quarter issues here. No place like home. Winds of magic gather, blowing through Lustria with an intensity that once harnessed will expand the reach and power of the Jade Compass exponentially. Probably. Yet the expedition to the continent has left your forces in Cathay spread far too thin. The vampiric menace looms over Shangwu like a shadow. The undead scourge could strike at any moment. Oh, we've already destroyed them, don't you worry. And without proper protections, the region may fall to their greed and malice. Perhaps it would be wise to hand over the rulership of the city to a trustworthy custodian, rather than attempting to fight the enemies on 2 fronts. So if I give up Shangwu, keep the rest of it, and then confederate with them, I'm gaining 20,000. This is really exciting sounding, but I don't know if that would give them all of our territory in Cathay. What a tough call. We're going to keep Shangwu. Got a Ruby Ring of Ruin, so Zhao Kang now has a bound spell of Fireball. He's got 4 fireballs he can chuck towards the enemy. And now we have the Empress's Croman, which we can then use to annihilate this other army. All things as they should be. We've got the Stone and Steel tokens, though. Before we kick off a battle, is there anything we could really use here to help us out? Next hero operation is guaranteed to succeed. Crackdown. Control and Corruption set to 0. Now we're handling that, no problem. We will save for the next turn because it looks like both of them are on just 1 more turn of cooldown. So we'll just hit them up next turn and we'll lose 1 battle worth of token gathering, which is no problem. So Arwar, the Empress's Croman, which are Onyx Croman that are golden and amazing, as you'd expect.
Fight and be
they fight about the same as normal ones, they just have the bombs, which is what makes them so crazy. Alright, Maximilian. Beat Explosive Hellfire. Taking out with an auto-resolve. Oh, but we would lose our Spearman. You can't kill my Spearman. Only I can do that. So we'll have ourselves another choke point battle. I think this one will go much, much worse, the enemy, because we can just drop the bombs. And they have less in terms of direwolves. Of course, enemy lord's a little bit more scary. What does he have in terms of spell casting? Just Invocation. This will be one where we actually kind of want to keep him away from Yuan Mao, because I think he's a better fighter overall, and he regenerates. 65-40. Yeah, 75-55. He's a better fighter overall, and he has armor piercing. So keep him away from our lord. Smack him with arrows and spears. Let's get it. Alright, now we are on the other side, which is arguably the much more dangerous side for those who have missiles. We'll go ahead and set up both of our... Oh, we can't. We have to advance a little bit here. That's fine. A little bit more square groups. The enemy is still forced to kind of clump up around them and give us those juicy flanks to fire on. Only difference is here, we're going to actually put one of the spearmen behind the line. And then one... Is that where they're going to send the dire wolves? We'll probably put them over here then. And you can back them up. We'll go ahead and have one set of archers directly behind the line, 2 up on the hill.
Thoughts in harmony, never conquered.
I want to keep them close enough where the enemy doesn't try to flank around, so we'll be a little bit clever with our archer placement here. We'll try to be, at least. Something like that. Versus Croman kind of stay back. And, well, we can actually send them directly after those bats, as they will destroy the bats.
Stone and steel.
Archers in a group. You guys go with group 1, and let's get them. Go annihilate these bats first thing. Front line, get up into the thing, boys.
The Emperor expects.
Oh, the archers up as well.
The dragon's ass.
I can do this.
And check it out, the Croman will fly right on in and just dumpster the bats. Let them fall. I have done extensive testing on the Croman, and I've even got a video on. They are the absolute kings of the skies. Might lose a couple units here just because we're on Legendary, but spell bats are already crumbling away to nothing. That's no problem at all. And we'll turn them around and have them bombard the area. For resistance and a melee. Oh, I didn't actually move them up enough. Like so. Alright, cool. We lost 3 bats, or 3 crows. We will then we'll start the bombing run here, and we'll just move across the line. All archers, all of them, fire on this big boy. Just move in and smush these dire wolves, and we'll start the bombing run. Do the thing. dropping bombs all across the line. Glorious. Was that all we get? Alright, Crowman, you come across. We'll just have them maul these zombies then. You guys come up to the top of the line. Oh no, our general's under attack. Brought up the skies descend. Have a lot of armor themselves. We're gonna go ahead and charge them in against the zombies and then just pull them away. Did a chunk of damage, didn't they? All archers need to be retargeted on Maximilian here. We'll get our crows back over here, like 19 seconds before we get another bombing run. Set up and get ready to go. Bring these archers back in to give them the harmony buff. Under attack. Jade Warriors are having a little bit of a bad day fighting the Strigoi Ghoul King. And bombs away. Dropped them all the way across the line. Oh, that's all they got, okay. Fair enough, let's come help out the Lord then. 18 seconds before we have his ability activated again. Try to keep as many of our Jade Warriors alive as we can. Keep those spears up. That's that group dealt with. Strigoi crumbles away to dust, and the rest of his warriors do as well. And a decisive victory indeed on the 86th fall in the fighting. We gain ourselves a dragon helm. An ornate helm fashioned in the style of dragon scales, allowing the wearer to shrug off burning flame and bolts of fire. You get 5 extra armor and 25% more fire resistance. I actually think they added the armor to that. It used to just be the fire resistance only, which made that one a very, very meh pickup. We're going to go ahead and just claim the Bridge of Heaven. We got a Fu-Hung Monk. Keep the peeps less seductible by Slanesh. So we've got less budget for any Slaneshi armies, and then less corruption for Yuan Mao, so that'll help us tear down all of the Hot Topic decorations that the vampires have been putting up. Yuan Mao's on a warhorse. We're going to immediately be taking him off of the warhorse. He is a much better fighter on the ground. And you actually aren't able to use the Titanic Impact, or at least the Celestial Sweep, while on a horseback. You have to be grounded, so you have to be on no mount whatsoever. We will eventually likely have him on a Celestial Lion because they look fantastic, but in the meantime, he is going to be using his hammer by himself. We've got a Luckstone as well, giving us 7% more physical resistance. Not bad, not bad. We'll go ahead and give that over to our Celestial General. Also, we've got skills everywhere to pass out now. Let's go ahead and keep going for Sure Aim for Yuan Mao, and then we'll, after we grab Sure Aim, we go down his blue line until we unlock his Leader of Men at rank 8. Which is coming up pretty quickly. Xiao Kang, our Magistrate. He starts off a Tactician, does he? So glad you don't have to select between these now. You can be passing out all of the different tactical strategies left and right. You just have a 60-second cooldown. That's not bad at all. 24%, 24 extra melee defense, accuracy and reload, and then I think just attack and charge bonus as well. Awesome stuff. Let's first go for the route marchers so we can keep up with Yuan Bo. Give Yuan Bo probably Sure Aim here for his troopers, since we've got most of the crossbows for armies. Current. Let's go extra training. Will of the Dragons is going to give us a little bit more leadership in the area around him, which is not a bad call at all. In fact, let's go ahead and get that passive going in now. Keep our elementals fighting for a little bit longer so they don't disintegrate away. I mean, if anyone needs the Ruby Ring of Ruin, I think it's going to be Kevin. Servant of the Dragons.
Corruption threatens harmony.
Corruption threatens. Well, no, it's just our control threatens Harmony.
Instrument
Now we just have to take down Shi along. If you were to give Shangwu to the faction, if you were to give it away, you would be giving it to this faction, and you basically just allow them to have it. I guess they're thinking you just don't do anything with Shangwu until you claim that first province, which is kind of strange.
Servant of the Dragons.
Although I'm very aggressive, so we go straight after the undead right away. In Mara's swamps, we can go ahead and grab the Jade Dragon's Edict. Any of these help us with our own movement? Since the answer is no, we'll just go for extra control. And stopping the plagues that Skrulk is likely to start spreading.
Master of the province.
Yao Kang will have you then turn around and go probably back to Spectazuma pretty quickly.
We must ration our water.
A little bit concerned they haven't wiped out the rats yet. Yeah, we'll have you go into March.
Feet of fire.
Go. Well, actually, we want you to recruit up some troops, so
Suitable
stay out of March. Walk to the floating
Here
pyramid.
We shall plan.
Sorcery through me.
Not having any Jade Warriors is really making me a bit sad. Let's go 2 more groups of archers, because we've got plenty of scary frontline guys.
We are in need.
Oh, I know. We're in need of more growth. Floating pyramid is
I
about to be
govern
built.
in the Emperor's name.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Let
switch you into
nothing
March stance.
slow you.
Come out
This
inside the
way
floating
lies
pyramid, because there's
harmony.
no way the rats can attack you from there. Hopefully we'll get that trait. Still waiting the turn for rush construction and crackdowns. We'll switch out of there. For our next technology, I'm gonna look ahead a bit. We get extra armor for all of our Jade Warriors. More ammunition for all of our archers, which I think is probably going to be the call here. Training is going to give us more recruit rank and leadership for long spears, up to bureaucrat training, which is more growth in all provinces. Well, you had me at growth. We'll also gain some more income from our Yang industry buildings, which we don't have very many, but that growth is nice. We'll probably just come back down here for the harmonic discipline as well. Get both of the bumps to our industry buildings.
Welcome additions.
Agreed. Right, let's see about any kind of diplomacy. Loxlon would like a non-aggression pact, but they are fighting with Bordalo.
Master.
I
I
crave.
believe we are going to start fighting with Bordalo
Child of
too very soon. You only got 300 gold willing to give to the Grand Emperor, so not this time. Alright. Slow start. We just got to let some of our buildings grow up.
I will make my ancestors proud.
Ooh, a caravan encountered the Lost Patrol. Teddy has stumbled upon a patrol of allies that have been lost for some time. Guys can show them a way back to friendly regions, although this will cause a short delay in getting the caravan to its destination. Thus we'll get some Forgotten Fighters and add some more Jade Warriors, or we can gain some more Lost Rangers, which I think, since we have so many foot soldiers at current, yeah, we'll grab some extra Jade Warrior crossbows. Keepers of Bliss have been purged with fire, as is their only way. And it looks like Gormog is going to try to come across the water to attack the Isle of Crimson Skull directly.
Cathay Eternal.
Not a lot we can do about it.
The Emperor's architect.
Here at the floating pyramid, though, we can go ahead and grab a Yin building, which is going to put us in the Yin alignment. We'll get 10 extra growth, 2% more income from all of our buildings, and then 1 extra alignment towards Yin, which will give us 10% more growth, or 10 extra growth, 5% construction costs for all of our building reduction, and then 1 more control. We will then lose 5% research rate, and then have a little bit of a penalty to our recruit rank and cost.
Governor and executioner.
Not a lot of fun, but that'll be just fine. I think what we're going to do is press up into Pahwax. If we can keep Hexawaddle from growing too much, we can claim this first one pretty fast here. Defeating Mazdamundi before he gains Zlotic becomes a pretty big issue.
Dragon.
Eye of the
One, what do we want to do? Let's threaten Pahwax.
Our armor shines.
We'll move
Our
up as far as we
spirits
can here.
glow.
The Jade Dragon.
We'll have Zhao Kang move down to Spectazuma so we can actually recruit on a different
Dragon.
different recruitment pool. We'll grab one more. I'm really not happy that we're only rolling with long spears and archers for now. Very peasant-heavy army.
Strategize.
Bretonia would be proud.
Mobilize.
Let's go 2 archers here with you as well. Because there is no doubt the rats are building up for another attack. Thankfully, we did take away their important cities. Alright.
Leader of men.
Is that an Eshin army? Dread, Flag, Fleet. They're still alive. Interesting. They usually get drop-kicked by Nakai. His big crocodilian feet.
Action will be swift.
Alright, Yuan, you move down here to finish off the undead, and that will
Cease this folly.
deal with the corruption that was rising up in these central provinces. Yoink.
Marching to war.
And that's that.
Bring this settlement into
All of the Jiangxi rebels, I am going to be out of time for today. Thank you all so much for stopping by the second part in our Yuan Bo Jade Court campaign. If you enjoyed the video, remember to leave a like for the like god and a sub for the sub on. See you on the next one.